I'm Nina Elder, and I'm a PolarLab participant. I'm inside of a glacier in an ice cave underneath the Kennecott and Root Glacier near Kennecott Mine. I'm loaded up right now with a backpack, crampons, hiking poles, and a mountain bike, so I think I'm prepared to do some really good and non-traditional arts research. I'm really interested in glacial powder as a drawing medium. I have been drawing rocks and photographing rocks, and I've had some incredible opportunities to be inside the buildings of the Kennecott Mine. I feel like this is an encapsulated ice. It feels more like encapsulated light. Perfectly diffused. I feel like we're inside of light that's been getting diffused for thousands of years. I think a lot of the scientists that I've met are focused on really singular issues, whether it's glacial hydrology or post-mining landscape work. I think what I'm doing is seeing all of the systems together at the same time and seeing similarities both in the natural world and the human world. That there's just so much that you can be learned if you allow yourself to see the poetics of something. Whether it's that the glaciers are receding and that we all have this sense of loss and nostalgia for what it will be like in 100 years or 200 years. And so allowing yourself to feel whether beauty is the trigger or poetics are the trigger or if science is the trigger. But I think creating a framework for that poetic empathy is vastly important. What solstasia means is the premonition that you will experience longing for something that is lost. And so it alludes to an anxiety in the present moment because you know the world you're living in is changing. And it also alludes to this kind of future bittersweetness of that we live in a temporal time, and you'll remember this and you'll know it's going to be gone. So what I've been thinking about with that here is that, yes, the glaciers are changing. Yes, this kind of epic moment in Alaskan and North American and international history with mining, and that history is something that's becoming part of our distant past. I wouldn't know the immensity of the mining ambition that happened here and the incredible human endeavor that it took to create a mining system like what is at Kennecott. I think it's really hard to see that now. I think that it's really easy to see why the myths about Alaska and the North exist, because it is so vast here and so beautiful, and you do feel like you're on the edge of something. I keep checking into the part of myself that I usually only check in with when I'm in a foreign country or when I'm speaking a foreign language or doing something that I don't know how to do, which is one of my favorite sensations. But to be able to find the continuity in all of that in the next several weeks is going to be an amazing experience. So. Is this recording? No, it's not. This is a really little tripod.